Hey guys, what's going on? So I've been getting a lot of questions about food stuff, about my diet, things that I eat and whatnot. So I'm actually going to be working on a grocery haul video where I kind of show you what, pretty much everything that I buy on a weekly basis or whatever, and things I eat every day. And then I'll break it down. I eat twice a day. I eat 2 meals a day, and I'll break that down and show you. I eat kind of the same things over and over again. So I'll show you that, I'll do a video where I break that down and I'll show you a couple of meals a day. But one thing that I do eat every single day, I don't remember the last time I missed it actually, is yogurt. I include that, I have it at least once a day, sometimes even twice a day. And I kind of make 2 versions of it. So I'm gonna go over, I'll show you how I make it, how I mix it up. Not that it's too complicated, but I'll show you my 2 versions of my yogurt dish. All right, so first one I do, this is a full fat yogurt. I really don't advocate, fat-free stuff because I think it's a bunch of bullshit. This is a very healthy food. This is the full fat Greek yogurt, okay? Now, that being said, this one here is a fat-free yogurt, and I'm gonna explain why. This is actually a plain yogurt. There's a difference between a Greek yogurt and a plain yogurt. The Greek yogurt has a much more, I guess you would call it like a tart or a sour flavor, or something. It's got a pretty strong flavor to it, and it's a much thicker consistency, as opposed to a plain yogurt. And again, this one being fat-free. I'll show you when I do it. This one's it has a thin consistency, like liquidy. You can pretty much just pour it out of here. And I'll explain why I sometimes do use this one as opposed to the full fat. So really all I do is any serving of yogurt is going to be roughly 6 ounces, like 170 grams is just short of 6 ounces, okay? So again, with the yogurt, you're getting good protein content, especially with the Greek yogurt. That's the other difference too, is that with the Greek yogurt, you're getting about twice the amount of protein in the same size serving. But again, I'm going to explain why I actually use this one, which has a little bit less protein and a different consistency. So normally what I'll do is I'll just take a serving, and I normally have my food scale. That's another thing. Get yourself a food scale. They're like $10, okay? They come in really handy. I'm just going to eyeball this one because I pretty much know what's what. Okay, so that's it there. It's about 6 ounces, which is a full serving of yogurt. I do that. Then I always add some type of berry. It's either going to be a raspberry. In this case, I have some strawberries. I'll do about 3 ounces of strawberries, or any type of berry, do about 3 ounces. And again, if you have your food scale, you always want to measure in grams on your food scale because it's much more accurate as opposed to weighing in ounces. So 28 grams is an ounce. I round it off to 30. So let's say 30 grams is an ounce. So here I have 90 grams of berries and some nice strawberries. We're going to dump them in there. And then I always add some type of nut to it. It's either going to be a pecan or a walnut. Here I have some walnuts. And again, we're going to, say that about 30 grams is about an ounce. So I'll take either a pecan or a walnut. I crush those up or break them up. And I'm going to have about an ounce to an ounce and a half. So that's going to be anywhere between 30 and 50 grams of nuts that I'll add in there. So I throw them in there. Now, I found these. These are like a dark chocolate chip. They're sweetened with stevia. Again, I rail against the artificial sweeteners all the time, but this is stevia is probably, the least of it. What I read on it and what I know about it, I think it's relatively safe. So I go with it. But I don't use much of it, but I found these in the store. And again, it's a much better option, I think, than using, obviously, regular chocolate chips, which I stay away from. So with these, I'll just grab a little bit of a handful, like a palm full. Drop those in there. Then of course, we always have to top it off with a little bit of cinnamon. Throw that on there. There you go. You got yourself a nice little healthy breakfast or lunch option, or really any time of the day option. It's a good, fills you up, kind of helps you, you know, if you have a sweet tooth, it kind of satisfies that, and it really is a healthy option rather than, you know, grabbing a gas station or a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast. Okay, so that's, again, that's the full-fat Greek yogurt version that I do, okay? Now, over here we have the, again, this is a plain yogurt as opposed to a Greek yogurt. This is a fat-free version, and plain yogurt is going to have less, about half the protein content. They'll both have the same benefits as far as the probiotics go, which is excellent, you know, for your gut health and all. But the reason why I do this one, again, the serving is going to be roughly 6 ounces. So it's a thinner consistency, and if you're looking to up your protein intake, you want to really bump up your protein, you're going to use this one. See if you can see, it's kind of thin, it kind of pours out. So we're going to do like 6 ounces of that, right? And then what I'll do is, this is a brand of protein that I use. It's actually a plant-based protein. Not for any reason, I'm not a vegan or anything, I eat plenty of meat. But I just happened to find this. Some of the whey proteins that I used, little gastric issue, so I found this one and it's pretty good. Again, this one it's pretty clean. The only thing it has in it as a sweetener is a little stevia, so I go with that. So what I do is, just to get a little added protein, I'll take a nice big scoop of this, and this is going to give us another, you know, depending on how much powder we put in, another 20-ish grams of protein on top of the protein we're getting in the yogurt. And on top of that, it adds a little flavor to it. This one happens to be strawberry, and I also get the chocolate one. They're both good. All of this stuff that I have, I get, well, the protein and the chips I get on Amazon. Everything else is, the nuts I always buy in bulk at like Costco. It comes out cheaper there. So, all right, so we have our plain yogurt. So I'm going to mix this up. Okay, so we got that mixed up. And what that does is the powder obviously is going to thicken up the yogurt. The reason why we can't add it to the Greek yogurt is because we'll pretty much have a bowl of plaster of Paris with the powder in it. So that's why I opt for this version when I want to add some extra protein in. And again, once we have our yogurt and our protein in there, I'm going to add some berries. In this case, we've got some blueberries. And again, I normally, you know, I'll measure out 90 grams or 3 ounces, roughly 3 ounces or so. Throw some berries in there. Got the antioxidants with the berries, with the blueberries, very healthy option. In this case now I have some pecans. I got those broken up, and again I have between an ounce and a half, between 30 and 50 grams. Dump those in. We'll throw in our chocolate chips, our Fugazi chips, the fake chips. But they actually taste pretty good. If you're a chocolate lover, these things are good. They'll do the trick. Then we put on our cinnamon. There you go. We got 2 healthy options. Like I said, any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. You're going to get your protein content. You're going to get some healthy fat over here. Healthy fat in both with the nuts. You got your berries in there. Again, the probiotics, very important with the yogurt, and that's probably the biggest reason why I eat the yogurt is for the probiotics. And I really do like the flavor and all, and I like these 2 dishes. And like I said, I eat one or both of these pretty much every single day. I can't remember the last time I haven't eaten them. So give it a try. I think you'll like it. And again, I'm going to be doing a grocery haul video, and I'll get more in depth about what I eat if you guys are really interested in that. I eat twice a day, and we'll go over that exactly. You know, I have a few meal options that I bounce back and forth between each day, and I'll show you exactly what I do. All right, that's it for now, guys. I appreciate you watching. Give this a try. I think you'll enjoy it. and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Have a good day.